Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Starting 11 here on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel. I'm Adelia. I'm here with Snark, and joining us today is Ferris. Always love it when Ferris comes on the show.
And
Uh,
sings along. And sings
does
along.
sing along, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, we're here to talk about the Premier League and what happened last week. I don't want to talk about what happened last week, but we're going to. I figure Snark would be very happy about talking about this week.
I'm okay with
Chelsea
it.
won again. I guess
Hmm
I guess the indignity of watching Tottenham draw Burnley has made it okay enough to do the show.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
we're
there's a lot
almost
to it.
Adelia. We're a couple weeks
We're
out.
almost at St. Totteringham's Day,
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
almost.
the Arsenal fans' holiday where Tottenham cannot mathematically pass us in the table.
Yes.
You have to have something to cheer for every
Hey
year.
man,
God darn it.
that's called hatred, and I enjoy it in sports.
Mhm.
People need to start hating each other more, and
Yeah.
I'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah. Why can't everyone just hate a little more? That's what
Exactly.
this world needs. More
Okay.
hate.
Yeah.
I just have to disagree with that. But yeah,
I do.
moving
Yes,
on.
I agree. We shouldn't hate each other for obvious reasons, but sports, I'll always hate.
Sports hatred is
Yes.
different than actual hatred, I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hate Rob not because he's Canadian or an elderly gentleman, because that would be also ageist. I hate Rob because he's a Chelsea supporter, but I love him to death as well.
He's not a xenophobic ageist.
Yes.
It's just
It's just
he
okay.
just yeah. Well,
Let's move on. Snark,
yeah,
Yeah.
where are we starting?
after being shredded here, let's start let's start at Emirates Stadium. How about that, guys?
Yes, let's start there,
I knew he
please.
was going to do
Let's
that. I
start
knew.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Ferris can take this segment. I really have nothing to say about
Yeah.
this. I missed the first half of the game. I saw bits and pieces of the second half, and then I could not stomach watching
Mhm.
this game after it was over. So I haven't even watched highlights back. So Ferris, take it away.
It was deplorable.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys
It was deplorable.
started out well. The first
Yeah.
30 minutes, you even got a lucky bounce there with that Odegaard cross going in off of
The heel own goal,
Mar-
the heel flick. Yeah.
Lissandro Martinez.
Yeah.
Uh, did you hear what he said to Paul Scholes or whatever? He's challenging Paul Scholes because
Yeah.
Scholes, I guess,
Scholes
something
in
on his
yeah.
podcast or whatever, said something about his height, and he got all Napoleon-y about it. He said,
That's hysterical.
Yeah, no,
"Yeah,
him and Nikki Butt, or I have another name for Nikki Butt, but I don't want to say it on the
oh,
show. I'll tell you
jeez,
off the
Don't.
show.
okay, okay."
I'll show you. Yeah, man, they just they insult their own club and they insult the players playing for their club and they
Sure.
insult other players and then they get mad when players say, "I'll fight you."
Yeah.
Like,
I
Yeah.
mean, I do respect that they are willing to be honest about Manchester United, unlike
yeah,
some of the other former Manchester United
Rio
Yeah.
Ferdinand.
players. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But they can feel a little better over the last couple of weeks, but could just be new manager bounce and stuff like
Oh,
that.
the
How are you feeling
amount
about
of Michael Carrick deserves this job that I have heard
fine?
from pundits.
Yeah, let
Like,
him have it.
give Michael Carrick the job because
Yeah.
this was Arsenal mistakes that lost them this match.
Yeah, the guy who couldn't hack it at Middlesbrough.
I think
Yeah,
they should
give
bring
him
in
the job.
Eric Levenhag. They should bring him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the next generation of Ten Hag. Now, how are you feeling about Zuba Mindy? Would that have been Monday or Sunday morning? Monday morning? I can't remember which day this was played
It
at.
It was Sunday morning.
Just a poor. It's just yeah. He was just took his mind off the game, played an easy pass back. Like really, United hadn't been pressing very much at all, and just give
Yeah,
it
it
to
was a gift.
Mbumo, letting
Give
him
it a gift, man.
walk. He gets to walk Ryan before halftime. You never want to give up goals right before the half.
So what happened? Two of the three goals that we gave up were you can definitely call them. Two of them were definitely defensive mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definite defensive mistakes.
We have
Well,
we
yeah.
have a new subscriber in the chat saying regards, people.
Hi, how are you?
New subscriber here. Thank you very much from Streets to the Stadium. Hope you, and then he continues. Hope you're all well.
Thank you
We're doing
from the
good.
streets
From
to the stadium.
streets
Thank you.
to the stadium.
We're doing as well as an elderly Canadian can do, according to Ferris.
Okay. All right, yeah, but like two of the three, you can definitely call them defensive mistakes, like guaranteed. The
Yeah.
Dogu goal, you can say that they didn't. They kind of just let like they should have pressed them more, or probably like squared their body more. But the end product of the goal was quite tremendous.
It was a great goal.
Great goal.
Both second half goals were pretty tremendous. I was more curious if you thought it was there was a big stink going up about Dorgan possibly having a handball. I never see
No,
it hit the handball. It was a hip and then a page, but
no, there was
never a hand.
no hand. There's actually two handball shouts, and I agreed with both calls. They were both not handballs, in my
Right.
opinion. A lot of Arsenal fans got mad about the Harry Maguire one, but he's going to the ground. His arm is in a natural motion. It's not out. It's to his side a little bit,
Oh
but he's
yeah, yeah.
sliding. He's
I
sliding.
agree.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
it
That
hit.
one
And it,
shouldn't have been
Yeah,
a handball.
it was not a handball.
they've been consistent on not calling that handball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
That's
correct.
the one
And
type of
consistent for them is like
handball that
80%, eighty
yeah,
Yeah,
percent of the
yeah,
that's
time.
the
yeah,
one type of handball they're actually consistent about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to the ground trying to block it. It's not a handball. Like, and I agreed with it. And you know what? There wasn't, you know, I guess creativity or fight for in the final third. I feel like they should have started Gyökeres first because he could have been more physical and probably dragged the
Yeah.
center backs down and like when
From
kind of beat them up. You
yeah,
know,
from the street says Dorgu puts his hand behind his leg when the ball was
yeah,
going over
perfect.
Zubi's leg, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
And it
perfect.
was a fair goal. Yeah, I
Yep.
agree. I
Fairs. It
agree.
was amazing. It was amazing. And he probably, unfortunately, he's gonna miss now 10 weeks with a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
probably that was his one last shot to do something amazing. But yeah, man, like
Adelia finally remembered he was on the club.
I
yeah,
did. I completely forgotten that Patrick Dorgu was on Manchester United. That's
Yeah.
how
yeah,
much of an impact he's had on me this year.
Mhm.
yeah, man. It's my thing is, man, yeah, man. I would have preferred Jokeres to start because he would have then
Yeah, I think
beat up.
Gabby Jesus has been our super sub
Yeah, I
coming
should.
in,
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
settling
Which is
things down.
crazy.
It is
because
crazy,
no, you
but
know why, Adelia? I
Only
think you know why.
4 years after I said he was going to win the golden boot in the league.
Yeah,
I
then he
know.
destroyed his knee twice.
Yeah.
Um, Adelia, I think correct me if I'm. I feel like Gilchrist starts and he beats up the center backs and he tires them out and he drags them down. Then Gabby comes in and they're tired and he's just
Yeah.
like twitchy, fast
I
paced, going
think
after them.
I think Gyökeres does more of the like natural striker movement stuff
Hmm.
better than Gabby Jesus does, and I think that he gets opportunities for other people surrounding him better than Gabby Jesus does. I think Gabby Jesus so far this season has been a better finisher and a better person to come in and like get the goal we need to settle things down or whatever. Then Gyökeres hasn't proven that he's a good super sub yet.
Yeah, and I think he should start. I think you
Yeah.
need to start him. He drags the center backs down, and he's in the two. Like you rewarded Gabby for his 2 goals against Inter Milan,
Hmm.
and you dropped him. You dropped Gyökeres right away. My thing is like that needs to be for every player.
I agree.
There's a couple players that should not be starting anymore that they need to gain back their spot and momentum,
Yeah.
and you're creating some you know
Let's read from the streets comment first here. An injury's been
yeah.
coming for Dorgu. He works extremely hard, covers a lot of distance, and is very quick and agile. Puts stress on the hamstrings.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, he was playing their wing back role with Amarin, and then today I don't know if he played full back.
I don't know what he was playing.
Yeah, because Luke Shaw was one of the fullbacks. I don't know if he was the other fullbacks. I was kind of confused. But yeah, I think let's talk about it. I think Martin Odegaard doesn't he should not start the next game.
We've discussed this, you and I, off air.
Hmm.
I think that we should be starting a midfield of Eza, Zubi, and Rice.
Yes.
Definitely Zubi and Rice. Eza, you could switch out for Marino depending on what type of game is being played. Odegaard's just had a really rough year. I mean, a really rough year. And I don't know
Year
if
and a
it's
half.
not, well, I'm talking just this season. I
Oh,
don't know if it's just the injuries that threw off his rhythm for the season or what. Um but I did also say to you that his play has been so alarmingly bad at times that I could see, if an offer comes in the summer, them moving on from him and um Like, I don't like saying that, but I could see it happening.
There's
Especially if,
all
like, his poor play ends up being one of the things that costs us the title.
Yeah, because he used to get the ball and he used to attack
Yeah.
and he used to find lanes and he used
He's
to
like playing tentative.
sideways.
He's playing tentative. He plays
Yeah.
back too much. He plays sideways too much.
Yeah.
He's taking too much time when he gets the ball. Yeah. From the streets with another comment saying, sad to see Odegaard drop off like this. Really used to enjoy watching him. Was once a creative monster. Absolutely. I think he just needs a break.
Do you think
As
the
weird as that
injuries are
sounds,
in his head?
I
Because you can
think so.
you watch like they'll have like just dedicated things of him, and there's all kinds of memes of this. He just looks like he's doing busy work.
Yeah.
He's moving
Yeah.
around the same spot in
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
semicircle
Yeah.
and stuff like that, just busy.
There was
I think he's afraid to go like in and challenge
Forward.
someone because every time he's done that this year, he's gotten injured.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there was I think a couple of weeks ago we were on a break and we had the ball and Declan and Zubi are pushing the ball forward and then Declan passes it to him and then he stops and he then slow dribbles when
Yeah,
everyone is bombing
he's-
forward.
He's slowing things down too much.
Yeah, and it was
Um,
like, no, but the defense isn't set. There's a lane you could pass the ball to. Why are you letting them fall back and set up and then they're set up in the defense? Then he goes after the defense. I was like, no, now they're set. Now they're set, dude. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, what are we doing? Like he's kind of stopped some of our transition opportunities.
He really has.
And
And
you know
I
what I
think
mean?
that's affected Saka because when they're both on the pitch, he's not finding Saka as much as he has in years past.
Yeah.
And Saka isn't getting the opportunities that he's used to getting either.
Yeah.
So
Saka needs to be more selfish with the ball.
he does, yeah.
He needs to push into the box more. He needs to try more attempts on goal. He needs to get something to get going. But it's not Saka. It's the wing play in general has not been ideal. You look at Matowecki now has gone over a year without a goal, even longer than that without
In the
without
Premier League.
in the Premier League. Then you look at Eze. He came in, but Eze's doing what Eze does. This is what we said he does. He'll have moments where he's up, and then a big valley, and eventually he'll come back in. He'll get 3 or 4 goals. He'll add a couple assists, and then he'll go peak and then valley again.
Because but I think with Eze though, he doesn't play a lot. He's not playing a lot.
Eze's not been playing because Odegaard's back.
Exactly.
And Arteta clearly loves starting that midfield three of Odegaard, Rice, and Zupamendi. I just think that they need to change it up. Now, they did change it up at the game at Inter Milan. I think Eze started that game instead of Odegaard, and we beat Inter Milan. So I don't know why we're not willing to experiment with that in the Premier League.
I don't know either, man. I generally don't know. Like I think
From the
Liverpool-
street says
yeah.
Liverpool have that same issue, slowing down play at the wrong times.
I'm wondering if that's a coached thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some teams, they love the transition. They love to run. Some teams are like, no, possession. It just gets in your head so long. You slow it down. You let everybody catch up. You just play the ball. Instead of just going for
transition
it.
play is the most important way of attacking the league. Absolutely. Then we've got another comment from Osman. Saka receives the pass too far from the goal, and Odegaard usually plays a simple pass to Saka, not necessarily in the space. Remember 22-23 when Odegaard used to play passes in this little spaces. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Like,
But also,
Odegaard
too-
is definitely fallen off.
But also too, like you need to realize, like your attacking trio of Trossard, Saka, and Gyökeres, the word pace is not in their dictionary. They're not fast. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Neither one of them is gonna burn you with speed. They're more about using angles and strength to get free, especially with Saka. And so you need to just, deal with their physicality as well. And like playing into space. And nowadays in this league, they're trying to shut down the central channels, right? So you have to attack them on the transition when they're not set up in the central channels or set up. So you can't stop the transition. And he's done that too many times here where I'm like, I'm watching the game with Adelia and I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he stopping? Attack. He moves sideways. He goes back. And I was like, no. Forward, bro. Forward. And I love Martin Odegaard. He, like, when I watched this team, I became a major Arsenal fan that year that we weren't supposed to be in the top 5 that year because he would take the ball, get into a channel, find an angle, and sometimes he would just smack it into the goal. And you're like, oh, I have an angle, and he would score a goal. But when he moves into that center space near the penalty area, he no longer
He's too tentative.
exactly.
He's too tentative. Yeah,
I
there's a
just want
lack
to
of.
bring it back to what
Go
Streets was
ahead.
saying real quick though, just because he was talking about how they can be vulnerable in the transition as well, and you could see that in the game-winning goal. Even though Cunha
Yes.
is, I wouldn't say it's transition, but it's a bit of a turnover. He's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
towards. You watch the defense just sit back. They wait. They wait. They
So much
wait. They wait.
space.
There's just too much space,
So
and
much space for him.
he's like that. Like that takes nothing away from the incredible shot he lets off, and it was from real far away. Maybe right is like this guy's going to try and get into the box just because of the way they're coming in, but no one goes out to challenge him until the last second, and by then it's
Mm-hmm.
way
Yeah.
too late. That's how the game ends.
Tremendous strike.
Especially at that time when you had just tied the game 3 minutes before and stuff like that. You
Literally.
figure like just play against your man and stuff like that. Ride it out. You're lucky to get a point out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you sit back
Yeah.
for a minute. Any team could burn you in this league, especially with the United's been looking good and they've been pushing forward.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame a squad for that. The squad that wants to score goals. Finally, there's a team that just wants to score.
Yeah, and and now first loss at home this season. Now Sunderland's the only team left. Good luck beating them at the Stadium of Light. But yeah, man, like
Well,
it's just too much space. You gave him too much space. You see the turnover clearly. Like when he gets the ball too, one of our center backs is literally right in his face,
yeah.
and then they back up.
And they back off. Yeah.
It's like no, 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 no. You're William Saliba. Go get the ball. I trust you to go tackle and get the ball. He tackles him. Let's say he fouls him. You foul him, they get a free kick.
Yeah, are you more worried about Bruno Fernandez from there or scoring on the open play? So
Exactly.
yeah,
Right. Exactly. And the free kick it would have been more centrally. Yeah. But you're not against David Beckham. You know what I mean? Roberto Carlos ain't walking through that door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
be
you'll probably be
interesting if they did.
fine. Yeah.
Osmond saying not being able to create waves of attack is slowly going to affect our defense. Teams believe a little bit more, and if they have quality in front like United, they will use its football. Arteta wants control. And thanks, Osmond. I'm glad you're enjoying the conversation.
Oh, thank you, man. And if you are, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's what happened with this team, bro. That's what happened with this team, man. You just attack them,
Yeah.
Attack them, bro. You had a chance to take the ball away from them and you backed up. Like, don't play scared, man. To win titles, you gotta take them on and say, today I want to be great.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, I'm just okay. I'm like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do
I wonder
that.
if this is going to come to a change in philosophy for Arsenal. Instead of playing just not to lose, they're going to say, no, we should go out and win. They
They've
have to
got
press
to.
higher more. They have to go forward
They've
more.
they've
Now
got
the
to.
blueprint's there. The blueprint's there for attacking
Yeah.
clubs. If they want to go after Arsenal, they know how to do it. So there's some changes that are going to have to be done. They don't want to overcompensate. They're still top of the league. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're still fantastic defensively. They're not going to break a certain team's, goals against
This
record
was the
again.
first
Okay, Rob.
time that we'd given up 3 goals in a game, I think, since December 2023 in the Premier League.
Mhm.
Like, this doesn't happen often, but
No.
I'd rather this wake up call for them, if that's what it's going to be,
Uh,
happen now than at the beginning of April when it might be too late.
Yes, yeah, you'd hate to end the year on something like this when you start feeling the quicksand and stuff like that. At least now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's vines to grab a hold of and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna make for an interesting
Apparently, for the
hopefully
last
couple of
3
months.
years,
But you guys have a nice schedule. I think your upcoming matches, your next 4 or something like
like
that, are
Sunderland
quite
home,
quite winnable.
Sunderland at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the schedule right now.
And like
Yeah.
someone pointed out to me, man, shout out to the Arsenal fans. They pointed out like every year we always have like some 3-game not winning streak, right?
We do.
Mhm.
And-
We do.
And every year it's always like at a point where we didn't need we can't have there. At least this time around when we did it, we're still 4 points clear. It's
This Saturday we have Leeds.
We should win that.
Yeah.
Next Saturday we're at Leeds, then we're at home to Sunderland on the 7th, and then the next game is at Brentford.
We should have 3 victories.
Should being the keyword there.
Yeah, should
Yeah,
be.
they're
It should
they're
be 3
not.
victories.
I guess it's not the simplest
No, we've also
schedule,
got.
but
I mean, like
depends on what Brentford team shows up.
Yeah.
we've got the Kazakhstani team in the Champions League on Wednesday, and
Do you
then
have to go
next
there, or are they
Tuesday.
going to you
No,
guys?
they go to us, thank God.
Yeah.
And then next Tuesday at the Emirates is the second leg of the Carabao Cup semifinal
Against Chelsea.
against Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. We'll see
Yeah.
about that because they did not.
Oz-
They didn't look sharp in the first leg
No.
until
Neither
like
team
second
did.
half of the
Neither
Osmond
team did.
saying, "Yet better now than never," but I'm scared that we now don't know what our best midfield and attack is in terms of cohesiveness and profile. I mean, I think that we're learning what our
Yeah.
best midfield and attack is. I honestly, I know a lot of people have gotten on Gyökeres this year because he hasn't scored a lot of goals, but I think he's been doing a lot of really good things to open up opportunities for other players. But
He had a bad
mid-
miss. He had a bad
he
miss
had a
At
bad
the end.
miss
At the end,
at
yeah.
the end, yeah.
If he chipped
Yeah.
it, if he tried to chip it over, what's his face? One of the Arsenal players was right there in the central channel. You know, and he could have
Lamens,
kicked
is that
it.
the new kid's name Lamens, I think.
Yeah, Lamens. Yeah, Lamens had a
Lamens.
great save in the first half with the Zubamendi header.
Yep.
Was a great save. He played good. Yeah, and also I think it's like there's we have how many pacey forwards do we have? We have Martinelli, who's just pace. Sometimes he just runs, which isn't a good thing. Then you have Noni, who's very pacey, but the end product needs to be shown up. And then you have Trossard and
He has to
Bukayo.
shoot from the side of the net a lot.
Exactly. So Bukayo and Leo are not like pacey guys. They're more, angles and technical and strength. And with Gyökeres, they're not finding him.
they're not.
Like it's back into Martin Odegaard. He would go into a central channel and find someone. He would find Kai Havertz quite often,
Yeah.
but he can't find Victor. Something's wrong.
Yeah, something's off with the chemistry with the front
Yeah.
six.
I think you got a bunch of guys that had played together for a while, like Zubamendi excluded or whatever, but he fit in really well. And just not having that central striker, like we've been talking about it for how many years. Like Arsenal needs a central striker. They finally
Now
get
we
it. It's
have
like,
one, and they don't know how to
what do
play
we
with
do
him.
with it? What do we do with it? Like it's nice that we have it, but
So
I
they
don't know
saw
what to do
fire
with
for the
it.
first time. Ooh, fire. It's like, no,
Yeah.
that's what a 9 is, homie.
Yeah.
Find him.
And without Havertz, even Havertz playing a little bit with them could have been helpful and stuff like that.
I
But
don't know what's going
you
on
got
with him.
there's still 3 months of the season left to
Yeah.
go, so plenty
There's
of
still
time.
plenty of time, and we're still top of the league.
Yeah,
And top of the other
yeah.
league and semifinal of the other thing and quarterfinal of the other thing.
Osmond
Like,
says
really?
exactly. I think the 9 is weirdly not our worst problem. I think the left wing and the 10 is. We're truly missing Xhaka and the old Jesus. What would be your midfield and attack? I'd honestly try as a Rice and Zubamendi in the midfield. At least try it. I mean, even if it's against Leeds this weekend, like what's that going to hurt? Leeds probably doesn't have anything to really truly hurt us with.
Hey,
I
hey,
mean,
hey.
they're
They have Brendan Aronson. Okay.
well, yeah, but
right.
Brendan has his moments,
He's not good.
but it's
Would
not.
you have a healthy Havertz come in as a 10?
I don't know about that anymore.
Play 4-2-2. Bring back the 4-2-2.
No, we're not
Yeah.
bringing a 4-2-2.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys aren't going crazy. Plus, it
yeah.
would be a 4-4-2.
4-4-2. Sorry, not my bad.
You guys could play a 4-2-2 all you'd like.
Yeah,
But-
That would be very weird. That would be
You thought you
very
had
weird.
space before.
There's a lot of
Just wait.
space. Get rid of some players. No, I honestly, you know what? I think we tried it early on in the season, then we didn't do it again. Put Noni and Saka with Gyökeres and see how it works, and Eze in the middle.
Yeah. I think it's worth a shot, at least against one of these lower in the league teams that don't have a whole lot that could necessarily hurt us.
Mhm.
I know Noni will play the left side. I don't think he has much of a problem with it. Of course, he prefers the right. But yeah, you are.
But he's
supplying
not starting
Saka.
against over Saka. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, I think we.
We have talked about this enough.
I think you guys
Yeah.
can take a deep breath. It's so there is 15 more match weeks to go. You guys, you still have a 4 point lead and stuff like that, so it's fine.
Yep.
We can talk about Chelsea just fast because they beat Palace, a depleted Palace squad. Great.
Yeah. Palace is
Uh,
such a mess at the moment.
it's unfortunate because especially coming into the year, they lose SA and they seem to fight still, so they're seeming okay. And then as it gets into December, it's getting closer to January. They have the sword of Damocles over Gahey, and they know everything's just going to start falling apart from there. Just the confidence is going to go. They have JP Mateta, who's been playing well. Now it looks like that might have been his last match for Palace as well. The
Yeah.
weird thing is,
The
it's
Glasner
Forest.
stuff
The
is so
Forest.
weird for
Well,
me.
sure. Look, just him. Yeah. Announcing, I'm not going to be back. Like that's something you just keep. You don't have to announce that
Yeah.
you do this stuff.
I mean, like, it was one thing when, like, Jurgen Klopp announced that, like,
Sure.
halfway through the season that he wasn't going to come back next year. Glasner to just be like, yeah, I'm not signing a new contract is just really weird to me.
Yeah. By the way, I saw another Travago Klopp commercial. It's like I think he's paid to keep his mouth on. I don't. I think legally he's not allowed to close his mouth when it comes to these commercials. It's just teeth. It's all
We don't
teeth.
have them here, so I have
Yeah,
never seen one.
I don't know how
Yeah,
I get. Apparently, they reach in Canada because you guys were like a British province, probably. But no,
maybe.
I don't see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you probably find him on
Last thing I
YouTube
heard
if you
about
really
Jurgen
wanted to. But
Klopp.
why?
Yeah, last thing I heard about Jurgen Klopp, he's like the uh, head of global football at Red Bull.
For Red Bull,
Yeah, but it was more of like kind of
if,
like
if he
a
gets a chance at a Spanish club, I'm sure he'll go. Well, specifically one or two of them. I'm sure he wouldn't do it for
Los Blancos.
some
Is
of
that
the
what you're
lesser
talking
ones,
about?
but
Los Blancos.
he might go somewhere.
Yeah.
If they offer it to him, if they offer
I
it
think
to
I
him,
think he would. I think that team would fit his style. The way they run and gun at Liverpool. I
yep.
think it
And then
fit.
he can build it all up and never win the league until he goes when the next manager comes in, just takes all his players and all the glory.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
so back to Chelsea. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, they're like all the stuff about Maresca is kind of gone now. You're not hearing any of the whining anymore. Rosinier's football is different, but a lot of passing down the back line and stuff like that
Hmm.
through the back. That's how they wanted to work. They wanted to invite the pressure from the back and go guys long because they have the guys. Like Steve, like it doesn't like the first goal. Steve doesn't come from a play like that. It's just a bad pass back, but just a speed, and he's going to burn Tyreek Mitchell the entire way
You
to
say
goal.
Steve?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Esteval William.
that's what they call
Y'all call.
Esteval.
What is wrong with you people? What?
We make
What?
it easy. We
Y'all
make it
can't.
easy.
Y'all can't say
I mean,
Cesar Asa Pulaqueta. Y'all call him
Right,
what? Tony,
Dave.
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 I call him Dave, and y'all can't say
It's,
Esteval. Y'all call him
it's,
Steve.
it's
What is
easier to
wrong with
sing.
you
It's
people?
easier to
You
sing.
guys are monsters.
We make it easier
Okay,
to sing.
you guys
That's
are
what we're all about.
monsters.
Yeah. And then he a nice assist on the João Pedro goal and close. I saw a thing where João Pedro is the leading summer signing in goal, in goal production or whatever. This year, 8 goals and 3 assists for
That's good.
Pedro. It's like that's on, yeah, fine.
Well,
Considering
that's the future of Brazilian football right there. Joao Pedro and Esteval.
Yeah, Esteval is
He's
something.
good, man.
I'm
He's
going to say
good.
He's
one thing
good.
about that penalty I didn't like when where Pedro shoots or whatever. It goes 50 seconds of on-field play until VAR puts a stop to it. You have to come take a look at this. The arm is down to the side, and he's turning away when the ball hits his arm. And this is what you say about consistency in handballs. It's like,
Hmm.
I don't like that call. Where is he supposed to put it? He doesn't reach out. He just has it on
Yeah.
his side and goes like this. I'm glad Enzo scored. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't like the call. It's like consistency is a wonderful thing. I wish they would try a little bit more into just getting it done. It's the same thing with hockey and goaltender interference. So to be fair, it's never going to change. So Chelsea. Sorry, Adam Wharton looks like he's going to go. Like Liverpool is circling around him. Even
Palace is losing
Madrid.
everybody, man. They've
Palace is
lost
losing
everyone.
Yeah,
everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So they're going over him, but he might be a summer signing because I think they can go for a lot more during the summer or something like
You
that.
said Liverpool?
But Liverpool's in there, but Madrid is as well for some reason. Anyways, he gets 2 yellow cards in 5 minutes. He's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He didn't
Chelsea
want to. He didn't want to
Chelsea
work that day.
responds by changing out
He didn't want to work
the
that
right
day.
side of their defense,
Yeah,
and all they do is allow pressure and a Chris Richards goal, and it didn't look good
let's
at
go.
all. But thankfully
Future
they waited
captain
it
of the
out.
United States of America.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a good win for Chelsea. They're going to be fifth. United's going to be fourth after everything shakes out. Yeah, just about Mateta going to Forest. Supposedly, like
Oh,
the
Forest.
yeah, they're the ones that are pushing
Oh,
now for Mateta.
because I heard. I
There's
heard
only a three
Villa.
point difference between the two teams. He's not going to go to Villa now. Now that they signed Tammy
Can we
Abraham,
talk about the Tammy Abraham thing for just a minute?
sure,
Besiktas paid
yeah,
Roma 11
hmm
million pounds
yep,
to buy Tammy Abraham so they could
hmm
sell him to Villa for what, 18 and a half?
I think it was 20.
This
Yeah, I
Really?
think
Oh wait, I thought he's on loan.
no. He
no,
was
no,
on loan at Besiktas.
right,
They bought him from
21 million
Roma.
pounds. 21 million pounds.
Okay, well the BBC thing I saw said 18 and a half.
Okay,
The they bought him from Roma so they could sell him to
Yeah,
Villa.
they knew the English club's gonna pay a lot for the English player.
So why didn't Villa just go to Roma and buy him from there?
maybe
Because
they have a
Villa
bad relationship. Who
with,
knows?
Okay.
with what? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't. I don't think they
I
have a
just not.
relationship.
It was just
That's
crazy to
weird.
me.
No, that's
Some teams
weird,
don't want to
Adelia.
do
That's
business
kind
with
of
each other.
weird. That is kind of
It was
weird.
weird. Yeah, it was weird.
That's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is weird. Because no, same thing with
I'm not
Mateta.
as upset as Tammy Abraham coming back as I was about Conor Gallagher, even though he's going to
Spurs.
Villa, which I hate. But
That was Spurs.
Gallagher
not
and
as much.
Spurs,
Not as
come
much
on.
as you hate Spurs. Yeah.
It was Spurs, right? Connor's going to Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, I
Connor's,
hate Villa.
Connor's
I
at Spurs.
just a
Okay, that's
different
what I
thing.
thought.
It's just
I was
Yeah.
confused. Okay. Oh, you're not
Yeah.
as mad as Tammy going to Villa as you are Connor going to Spurs.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they're both youth kids.
And yeah, and well, yeah, and Tammy played in Italy and stuff like that too. It's like he's had this time away. Connor was only gone with 2 years,
Yeah.
less than
Yeah.
that, and he's already back at
Well,
Spurs,
you know what,
a
Rob?
place
I'm
that he
sorry.
never wanted to
I'm
go
sorry.
to. Like he had a chance to go to Spurs when he was with Chelsea. He's like, I won't do it. I won't
Yeah.
do
Well,
it.
you know what, Rob?
I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'll do it. I'll do
Well,
it.
you
It's
know why,
better
Rob?
than
He
staying.
would do anything to get out of Madrid. Is what
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
It's
about.
because he never wanted to leave Chelsea in the first place, and you told him
Nope.
to piss off.
This
So
company.
he stopped caring about a tradition and caring for my home club because you guys threw me away.
Take it out on the ownership. Don't take it out on the fans. We don't like to
Okay.
see him in
All
that
right.
shirt.
No, but I agree with from the streets to the stadium. Yeah, that is a downgrade if he goes to Forest. I think the reason he didn't want to go to Juve because one, it's a new league, new country, and he'll be fighting Randall Colomwani and Jonathan David for playing time.
I think Juventus backed off because Jonathan David finally has got it clicking now. I think
Yes.
he's had 3 goals, 2 assists, or whatever in his last 3 games or something like that.
Which is good.
He's finally got. It's like, okay, this is the money we paid to get him out of France and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
Ferris,
was a
you
free.
said Randall Colomwani. When did that happen? Because last I knew he was at Spurs.
No, I thought he went. He was at Spurs, and then he went back to PSG. Then they probably went to Juve, right? No.
6 hours ago, ESPN, Tottenham's Colomwani fine after car crash ahead of Champions League game.
Oh, okay. Then I don't. Then he didn't.
That's why I was confused.
It threw me off. Okay, then he doesn't have to fight Jonathan David and Randall for it. He could have played with Jonathan David because they've given up on Dusan Vlahovic. They've given up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, or they didn't. But last time I checked, they kind of gave up on him.
they were trying to sell Vlahovic for 70 million pounds 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And no one was gonna buy that because everyone's like, this isn't Florentina Vlahovic I'm buying. You know, so I don't know what you're talking about here. So okay, so I think he should have went to Juve if I was, Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's
All
get
right.
through some of these other matches and stuff
Yeah.
here.
We're half an hour into the show already.
Okay. Well, the other matches won't, unless you really want to talk about
we don't need to
West
talk-
Ham surprisingly beating Sunderland at the London Stadium, which is
No
bananas.
Xhaka in this match, I believe.
Yeah, well, still, you got a bottom feeder club and stuff like that, and you've been playing so well just to give up three first half goals against West Ham of all
Yeah, that was
things.
surprising, but
Yeah,
They finally
Crescencio
got
Somerville scores again though.
shot to
The
him.
best name, the
he's
Shot
doing
to
best
well.
him.
He's doing well.
I remember playing FIFA 2022 or 2021, and I decided to make Fulham like a purely American. Oh no, Leeds. You know when like Jesse Marsh was there?
Leeds,
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was Leeds. So I basically bought every American player on the market, right?
About
Because
the
I was having
national
fun.
team,
Yeah, I was like, I
about the
basically made the
national
national
team in
team
league.
at Leeds United.
Yeah.
I did Team USA during the NASL, but I kept one person. I kept Somerville. That's who I kept because I
Can't
love
get
him
rid of a
so.
name like that.
You couldn't. I kept him in Wilfred in go to or so I kept them two guys. But so I was a big fan of them. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
Uh, Trey Hume has to learn a lesson about sticking his leg in the box. If it ever comes, if you miss the ball, someone's going to fall down. You're always going to get a penalty. That would happen there.
Jurgen
Jared
Klinsmann.
Bowen gets a Jared Bowen, kind of a casual penalty. It goes in, but just. But just
Yeah.
if I was hit, yeah, he didn't go celebrating too hard. I think he knew it was like, oh boy,
No,
I
he got
really messed that
lucky.
up.
He got
I
lucky.
really messed that one up. Mateus Fernandez had a beauty from outside. I know lots of outside the box strikes this weekend, which is always fun to watch,
Hmm.
even if it's the damn Hammers. Yeah, just the one goal for Sunderland. They only had one shot on the first half. It's just the worst performance by that club, I think, all year. Brian Brobby, though, got another goal, and he's been playing so well for them, which comes out of bloody nowhere. Anyways, they slip out of the top 10. I think that's the first time they slipped out of the top 10 all year. I don't think they've
Yeah,
ever been
because
lower than
I think
10.
people forget this stretch. These last 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks, they were gonna get hammered because they lost 6 players to Afcon. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people. The one team that got really ravaged by Afcon was them. 6 of their players, I believe, 4 of them were starters. 2 of them were main subs. So they finally got those players back, literally a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be reintegrated and they're gonna play better. Hopefully,
Well,
but they
you guys
needed to
play them in two
survive.
weeks, so you may want
Hopefully,
them to
yeah.
put
Hopefully
some
they're
work
not good.
in.
Hopefully they're not good in 2 weeks. Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully
but
not.
this stretch of 2.5 weeks, this is why I expected them to falter a little, because you lose 6 players.
Hmm.
That's a pretty big dent in your squad. We keep talking about how most managers like to keep a squad of 22 to 23 people. Losing 6, that does a lot of stuff for you.
They're a system squad.
Yeah,
It's a where you have one guy go out, you can put the next guy right back in. It's not going to change your setup. At least it shouldn't
but it didn't work though.
drastically. You can play the same kind of ball. Not on Sunday. It didn't. I can tell you that, or Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ferris's second favorite club and how they had to come back at the death to draw Burnley
Oh,
at the Turf
okay.
Moor.
I
Uh,
was like, the hell you talking about?
Mickey Van de Ven getting the ball rolling for Spurs there. Axel Tusanebe is going to level it before halftime. It's a hell of a cross by Kyle Walker, who you just shake your head at being at Burnley, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Funny, though.
I forget that he still
Funny to
exists.
see a former Spur over there. You think of him more as a Spurs as a guy from City. I don't know.
I think of him as a city guy.
Yeah.
City now. I think it's
Yeah,
City.
he's a city guy.
Yeah, Lyle Foster is going to score to put Burnley up ahead too. Burnley had no business.
Big ups, Bafana.
They had no business being in this match at all. But
No.
this might be one of the worst ending performances you will ever see in Lyle Foster. They're just falling down. All they're doing is falling down and like knocking into Vicario. Terrible defense. Deserving 2-1 lead for Burnley. But, we can't have everything in this world.
No, we
No.
I
can't.
suppose. Xavi Simmons is going to hit the crossbar, and they just do a piss poor job of clearing it, and then the tying goal comes right after that. Christian Romero's head doing the damage. A nice cross in by Odebear. So there
Yeah.
you go. But
We have had a segment on this show for years now called
mhm,
"Does David Moyes still have a job?" And David Moyes, I think, pretty solid at Everton now. So I think we need to
sure.
change that segment to Why does Thomas Frank still have a job?
Yep. Why? How? There's all kinds of questions you can ask about this. I think it's because the Spurs hate their fans, and I don't blame them. I think there's just like we were talking before. There's a cycle of hate at Tottenham where fans hate the team hates the ownership hates the fans, and it's just circling around. It's still
I mean,
was it Van de Ven a couple of weeks ago going after a fan after a match or whatever on the road
yeah,
too. So
yeah.
insane stuff.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I wonder. Like, I would have expected this if Daniel Levy was still there,
yeah.
but I don't know why I thought that it might
To
be
think that
different.
he might be the glue that kept them together is
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's
because
hilarious.
now they're having to deal with their actual owner. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy that the criminal. So
yeah.
they're just a bad team,
From streets to the stadium has it correct. Spurs are so irrelevant. They
dude.
are.
yeah.
Dude, they
It's
are
enjoyable. It's
It's
enjoyable.
very
like
enjoyable.
they should have fired Thomas Frank for drinking from an Arsenal cup. You know what I mean? Like I should have
Yeah.
been
I hope
like,
he coach.
you're
I hope he
fired.
I mean,
coaches there
like,
forever. I hope he coaches
if
there
I
that
do
forever.
too.
if that was Marinakis, you would have
Oh
fired him.
boy.
Yo,
No, you just
if
you never would have heard from
oh
him
my
again.
god,
You would never would have heard
if
from him again.
yeah,
No, no.
exactly. Because
He'd be in the olive
let
patch
me
or
see,
whatever
what
back
is
home.
I'm trying to think of his Greek club. I think Marinakis owns
Olympiacos.
Olympiacos.
Mhm.
Olympiacos.
If
Yeah.
the head coach of Olympiacos was drinking from panther panther, they're
Anathanakos.
Panathinaikos. If they were drinking from a Panathinaikos cup, man, I think there would be a riot. Like, that's your most hated rival known to man. You hate them more than you hate anything in this world. What are you doing, bro?
And how did he not know?
He knew
Yeah.
and he didn't care.
Exactly.
He knew and he didn't care. And that's the problem is you need to care. Like, I don't like Spurs. I'm not a big fan at them, but I understand why they're angry at him. Because
Yeah,
I would be
I do
too.
too. I do too.
You know
I
what I mean?
totally understand.
Like, dude, your lack of emotional temperament and like your emotional intelligence.
I wouldn't say lack of emotional temperament. I would say he's too calm. He
Yeah.
doesn't show enough emotion. He
Yeah.
doesn't get angry enough at what's going on the pitch.
He always got that.
Is
He always
this a
got that
product of
stupid.
it
No,
not
he
being
always
his
got that stupid
club
look
though?
on his
Because
face. He always
again,
like
he's
this.
just a head coach. He's not a manager.
Yeah.
He's just an
He's always like
employee.
this. He's always like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did the
I
same
don't
thing
know
over at Brentford
who
though.
over at Spurs is making the decisions on
I,
what players they
I
get
don't know.
then.
I have no idea.
I mean, it used to be Daniel Levy, but who the
Yes.
hell knows now?
Yeah.
I just why does Thomas Frank still have a job? I'm happy, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
that he does.
Please
Because
stay,
they
Thomas.
are awful. Like,
Fight.
I want Thomas Frank to keep his job the same way we wanted Ten Hag to keep his job at Man United and all of
Yeah.
that. But why is he still there? Like, if
Shout out
I
to
was
David
a
Moyes,
Spurs
though.
fan,
Shout out to David
first off,
Moyes.
I'd hate myself. But if I was a Spurs fan, I think that I would want to riot over this, and I'm kind of surprised that they haven't.
I think Spurs fans are at the point now where they've just shrugged their shoulders, like
They're at
you
the
know,
point where like
it's not gonna change.
they care
It's not
so
changing.
little that like why do we even need to riot? Let's just leave and go drink a beer and cry.
They still fill that stadium though, which is bananas.
They
That's
fill the
Anyway,
that.
stadium.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess there's nothing to do in London when they're
they can't even bother naming it. Now, let's move on to another stadium that a team plays in, but doesn't actually own. Another club nearby owns it. We're talking Craven Cottage. They're taking on Brighton.
wait. They don't own their
No,
stadium.
they
No.
do. He is referring to Chelsea owning
Oh,
That's
okay,
where
Craven
got it.
Chelsea
Okay,
keeps
okay,
their
all right,
lawn.
got it.
Chelsea keeps their lawnmowers and hoses.
All
there,
right, all right.
you know,
You watch your mouth.
rather
You
than
don't talk about.
rather than
You don't talk
rather than
about.
selling the
Hey,
rather than
you don't
selling the
talk about
bridge.
full America like that. You hear me? You watch your
Well,
mouth.
that's okay.
All right. I won't
Uh,
let you disrespect the legend of Brian McBride. You watch your mouth, sir.
Clint
All right,
Dempsey.
you watch
Clint
it.
Dempsey also
Oh
played for
my
Fulham.
Yes.
gosh! Oh boy! All right.
But I
Hey,
want to give Brian McBride a shout out.
we had an American play for Chelsea. He's wasn't he wonderful?
Yeah, he won. Yeah,
Or
man,
am I
he scored a lot of goals for you, and then you threw him away
he,
like a piece of
he did
trash.
score a lot of. He missed a lot of goals.
All right, we're
Give him
just gonna
credit.
move on.
Fulham, Brighton. Brighton scores first. It's Ayari putting Brighton ahead through halftime. It's a lovely shot again. top of the box or whatever, finds the top corner on the far side of the net. It's Chukwueze who's going to tie things up for Fulham. The 73rd minute, a Joachim Anderson assist from like just outside of his own box. Like what? That's just perfect, just pinpoint on the run. He gets to go
Yeah.
into the box, fight off a little tiny challenge. Well, he does it and puts it in. No problem there. 1 goal apiece. The
Mm-hmm.
winner, it comes from a free kick, and of course it's going to be Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson gets the win. What to do with Harry Wilson? His contract is up at the end of the year. Supposedly, negotiations aren't going super well for him. He's only on £55,000 a week. Okay.
Only.
Only,
Which
yeah,
is
only.
for someone like someone who contributes to
Yeah,
Fulham,
for
actually
for
scores
for
winning goals
someone
for them.
as important to Fulham as
Yeah,
he is, that's
yeah. You
crazy.
always have to put this at
But
a thing where it's like as important to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have 6 days now, 5 days, I guess, where they have to consider: do we try and give this guy a lot more money so he sticks around? Can they
mm-hmm.
find someone that can replace Harry Wilson at that level, or do they cut him
Yeah.
loose? Because Everton is really looking at Harry Wilson right now, especially with Jack Grealish going to be out for 3 months
Mm-hmm.
or something like that with a broken foot. It would
He makes
cost them
2.8.
about maybe less than £100,000 a year to get a
Yeah.
guy like Harry Wilson. That's right up Everton's alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yearly he's costing them 2.86 million a year. And you give him like you said 100,000. Is that what you said? hundred
He said
thousand
100,000 a week.
a week. Let's do some math.
Who Harry Wilson right
Yeah, Harry
now?
Wilson.
He's
Yeah,
at 55,
no, he's at
so
55. So if you give him
he'll make somewhere between
100,000,
60 and 90. At 100,000, that'd be he'd take that no problem.
that's 5.2 mil a year.
Yeah, yeah.
So that you can get him. Give or take.
Chelsea has paid Raheem Sterling triple that this year, to never
Do
touch the
nothing.
ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to
Never
Raheem Sterling,
touch the
man. Shout
ball.
out to you, dog.
Why?
Legend. You're a legend, Raheem. You played. You played
I
for
don't know about
every
that.
big club in
A
England.
legend.
You won.
Yeah.
You won a bunch of trophies. You scored a
Sure.
lot of goals. You
You
and,
He
and
runs
swindled Chelsea
so
out of that
weird.
contract.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're a
Oh
legend.
no.
You're a
Yeah.
legend, Raheem. I
That's
understand
why
why
you
no
don't
one.
have
I
an
understand why
owner
no one
come in and
likes
make
you, but you're a
your first
legend.
ever decision to sign a player, and you're going to do it yourself.
Yeah.
That was a terrible, terrible call. But anyways,
Yep.
he just runs so
Anyways,
funny with his hands out like this, like he's going to fall in.
Yeah,
Needs
that's
to touch the ground.
we don't
you
need to
can blame his
slander Raheem Sterling now.
you can
Okay,
I
blame his
didn't.
mother for that
let's
because
move
she's
on.
a sprinter.
Oh, okay. Are you guys surprised that City beat Wolves
No,
2-0 at
I
home?
don't even
What?
think we need to talk about this. This was so obvious. This is what was
Well,
going to happen.
Wolves are getting unbeaten this year. They were
Yeah,
a juggernaut.
Don't
that's why I
mean
said that's why I
anything.
said draw because Wolves have beaten Man City before, so
Yeah.
I was like, at least they could
Not
get a
this
draw,
year.
right?
Yeah, they didn't put Holland on the pitch. They put Marmouche in there to start.
Yeah,
He
this is
scores
just.
early. Semenyo gets his first in the Premier League
Mhm.
with them now. I think he's already scored twice in other competitions.
Yeah.
Mark Gahey makes his debut. Looks strange in that sky blue kit. I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
They gave
It's
him
gonna take
man
me
of the
time.
match.
It's
Why
gonna
would they
take
give
me
him man
time
of
to
the match?
adjust. It's gonna take me time to
Yeah.
adjust to that because that's
They gave
disgusting.
him man of the match because he's the new boy. That's why.
I guess so. Yeah, this is what you get when the fans can vote. It's ridiculous. Anyways,
Yep.
It is ridiculous.
it's like All-Star games. I hate them. Bournemouth. What a game this is against
This was
Liverpool.
a good game. This was a
Yeah,
great game.
this is Semenyo's old club here. They get to host the title holders at Vitality Stadium. Hear the news about Vitality Stadium. They're actually going to do some
An
stuff
expansion.
around there. Going to put some new turnstiles in, which is important. Do some more fencing, an outdoor, you know, media thing. But yeah, they're gonna do like the northeast and west stands or something like that, and then fill
Yeah.
in the corners. They're gonna double the capacity of the place. It's like, yeah, you guys should have been doing this for a while. 11,300 seats at that stadium, and you're in the Premier League for how long?
Yeah, they've been in the Premier League
Get to
for a
work.
while.
Just get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first goal in Bournemouth there, Alex Scott. Does Virgil van Dijk care anymore?
No.
Because how casual is he just standing around watching him turn around, scoring. Terrible, terrible look on VVD. Then
Did he do that? Did he do that bend ass up thing like he always does?
I don't know if he did on this one. I don't think he had much
Okay.
time. Oh yes, that was Alex Scott getting it to Evan Nelson. Anyways, Alex Jimenez is going to beat Milos Kirkish, who looks slow and tired and disinterested. He gets to the goal through the box. That's his
He's probably
first
like, I
goal
want
in
to go
the
back to
Premier League.
Bournemouth. Real
Yeah.
quick.
Now Van Dijk's going to pull one back before halftime, a header. Uh, it's so fun. The stadium just went quiet as hell. It's like, oh no, not this. Like the last kick of the half. Again,
Yeah.
it's a 2-0 lead. You give that up,
Mhm.
and it's right at halftime. Not great. But they hold strong until the 80th minute. Dom Sabazalai is going to get a chance to do a free kick. I guess somebody touches it on the way, so I guess it's not technically his free kick, but from the free kick spot, he's going to fire it in there. He looked good. I know he haunted you guys with a free kick earlier this year as well. That's from about 22 yards out. And it's going to look like a draw. But on the very last play of the game, the last kick of the match, it comes from a long throw. And the goal mouth scramble once again. And it's going to be Amin Adli finding a little bit of space to put the ball in behind Allison to get the game winner. It's the second of the year. Virgil van Dijk, everyone whining, crying about a foul in the buildup. There's absolutely nothing. I think
No foul.
Virgil van Dijk
There's
just
no
fell
foul.
down on his own. It's like,
He did.
what are you guys doing? You've become whiny crybabies. Like, I'm not
Yep.
surprised. I am not shocked that
I'm not
he's
either.
a big, tall, whiny crybaby at all. But
Some
still,
positive
guys
news
are
for the Moroccan
guys are
national team.
defending champions.
Yeah.
You're gonna act like that ridiculous bunch of crybabies. I don't think Slot's gonna get fired throughout this season, but 3 days after the season's over, I wouldn't be
Maybe.
surprised if they
Yeah.
put an ad in the paper. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
because like
From
Manager
streets
wanted.
to the stadium or a
Yeah.
defender. I think this is
yeah,
about
Yeah.
Virgil.
Virgil.
You
Like
yeah.
like you can't break the British transfer record and then break it again in the same transfer market
Yeah.
and then buy two defenders for what 45 and 55 million, and then you
Mhm.
bought another defender, a 19-year-old Italian kid. People forget about Giovanni Leone for
Because
another
he tore his ACL, and
yeah,
that's why.
yeah, for another
He
like what
barely played.
25, then another 25 30 million. You
Yeah.
spend like what, like $500 million in one market. You spent like half a billion or like almost 600, like, and
It was
you're
either take Ekatike or take
oh,
Isak.
then Ekatike.
You
That's true. Then they got Ekatike for 90. They spent
right.
90,
They
Pick
spent
one of the
120.
so
two.
much
There's
money.
only one ball.
Yeah, 90
Yeah.
Yeah.
million, 125,
They
175.
they took the
Verts. Yep.
team that won the Premier League last year and just completely tore it up and brought in so many new players and ruined their chemistry and their
Yep.
rhythm.
Salah can't care less anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
He was
like,
awful. He was awful in
yeah.
that match.
Hmm.
He was terrible.
And here's
Like
the
to
thing
see.
too, like people realize, like, oh, he's at AFCON. They're gonna figure out how to play without him. They didn't. They still
No.
stunk when he was at
Yeah.
AFCON.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
It's
good.
good to see.
All
It's
right.
So,
good.
no one cries for
Reminder that
Liverpool.
we were trying to keep the show under an hour and we're at 53 minutes.
We got a couple more to go, and that's it. First one is Brentford losing to Forest. Of all teams. Another team that's content keeping the ball. They had 66 possession or whatever, and just one shot on for the entire match. Brentford just not figuring it out. Igor
Mhm.
Jesus wins the battle of the two Igors over Igor Tiago. He's going to score 12 minutes in. Absolute again, terrible defending. It's Nathan Collins to blame on this one. Yeah, maybe they thought the ball had gone out in the build up there, or when they hooked it back in or whatever. It did not. You have to keep
It
playing
didn't. Yeah.
the entire way, and then Taiwo Awoniyi is going to actually absolutely cook Sepp Vandenberg. Another guy who just tries to put a step in, but Awoniyi just walks him. and just a direct line into net. You can't do these things. You'd figure a guy that has been a pro for as long as the one he has, you could
Yeah.
figure this out and why this stupid little step in or whatever. No problem beating Kelleher. Makes it 2
No,
nil
Shug,
Brentford.
not Forrest Griffin or Forrest Gump.
That's right. Close enough, though. Mama said. Now, Brentford's going to drop to 8th. Mama says they're going to keep their 5-point distance between West Ham, Forest is. But, they're not safe. They're not
No, they're
safe.
not.
But maybe they're going to have some striker help because Chris Wood, who knows if he's even going to touch the pitch this year, for goodness
Yeah.
sakes. Go quick now to St. James Park, land of the Geordies. So it's the same result, you know,
Yeah.
a 2-0 defeat at home, this time to a Villa squad. Again, Castle owning up the ball, gave up twice as many shots. So give up 8 shots on against Villa. You can't do it.
If Shug's parents named him Igor, he's throwing hands.
I
That's
don't even know.
because you're short and pudgy.
I
These
wonder if
guys
that's
are
like
these guys
the
are pretty big.
I wonder if that's like the Russian name for like Greg or something, Igor.
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean? It's always something like
It's like
that.
it's like Michael and Mikel in Spanish.
Yeah. Emilio Buendia is going to score the first goal for Villa. You have to feel good about this guy. He was like
Yeah.
out the door for Villa. He fights to keep his place. He'd been there for 7 seasons or something like that, coming off the bench. He has 5 goals this year. I think he has 15 total for the club, something like that. So good on him. Ollie Watkins, he's back in the goals. He rounds out the scoring in the 88th minute. Nice cross by Lucas Dean to set up the header. But again, where's the defense? There was
Just
nobody in the
nowhere.
box.
Yeah, they're
It's
just nowhere.
incredible. It's incredible. Newcastle can't get it done on the defensive side, couldn't get it done on the offensive side. Anthony Gordon's gone over a year without a goal from the run of play.
You hate this man, Rob. You hate this man with a passion.
Chelsea were trying to get him before he goes over. When he was where was he at? Everton, I think. They were really trying to get Anthony Gordon, and then he ends up going to Newcastle. I don't. It's just his entire game is flopping. He'll fall down. You just have to be near him. He's gonna try and get a free kick, like just through subterfuge. You know what I mean? You
Did
just can't you can't keep respecting a guy like that. Just play through it. Like I wonder how he'd probably have more goals and assists if you just play through some of this stuff instead of just going to ground and
From
taking the
from the
shortcut.
streets saying Garnacho is better than Gordon, by the way. That
Ooh.
Agreed.
says something.
Yeah,
Yeah, he scored. He
Adelia,
scored.
I wanna hate something as much as Rob hates Anthony Gordon.
Oh, I hate a lot of people.
He does. He does.
It's like
I
I was
do
like, oh,
too.
I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do hate Anthony Gordon. He's on the list of
Yep.
people that I just cannot
I
stand.
too have a
Anyway,
list, Rob. We should compare lists.
oh my god,
We
I'm going to
should.
see my name on it just different ways. Now, Villa, big win for them. They keep within
Ferris, I believe
4
this comment's
points.
for you.
Oh,
Oh, so he likes the Giants flopping? I don't know what that means. We don't
because
flop. We just
you like
suck.
the Jets. Yeah, this is
We
a
just
total
stink.
two different actions.
Yeah.
Now, Arsenal's just 4 points up on Villa as well. Again, uh, lots of football to be played, and I think Villa has a worse schedule of anybody's. There you go. Plus, there's just something about Villa I don't trust. It's nice there at third, but maybe it's time for them to start sliding back down. Maybe it's time to remember
Snark,
who
you're
they are
getting very
in their heart.
choppy.
Oh boy, stupid thing.
That's
Okay,
the city of Birmingham going after him like they went after me.
yeah, that's true. Okay,
Yeah, nah, man.
let's just
Did you also see like Unai Emery shoved Yuri Tielemans as he was coming off the pitch?
No,
Like
I didn't see that.
yeah, he shoves him. He's like yelling at him, and I'm like, wait, what just happened? Like, what just happened? That's crazy. And I'm with you, Rob, because like I remember last year, the team that was fourth at this point of the year didn't end up fourth at the end of the year. It's still pretty tight. And one bad run of form, I think the 11 games in a row for Villa helped them out. They're probably safe, but overall, man, like a lot of teams, it's a lot of bunching up. It's a lot of bunching
well,
up.
last year the positions weren't filled until that last year. I remember like
Yeah.
ninth could have ended up third and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it
crazy.
was crazy the
Like if
scenarios.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
Chelsea lost, because I think Chelsea finished third.
Okay,
Like,
let's not rehash last year.
Okay.
We're
That's true.
15 seconds from an
One,
hour.
one,
Okay.
one game to go. Everton leads. Oh, what an enthralling match over at Dill Pickles in the stadium.
Pickle on a
Uh,
hill.
yeah, maybe it's more pedestrian. Maybe that's the word than enthralling. James Justin getting the score going in the 20th minute. It's a really nice play by Brendan Aronson. There's a ball coming through the box, and he just lets it. It wasn't even a dummy. He just let it go. Instead of taking it himself, and Justin Jones is there to score in the 28th, and then Everton to get a shot on goal first half. What a surprise! Quelle surprise, as they say in French. But they equalize in the 76th. Tierno Barry has turned it on here, it seems, in later half of the season now. Crosses, Drissa Gay's cross in was really good. And he just sticks his boot out. He each get a point. Everton is going to stay top 10, which is pretty remarkable considering
Yeah.
it's Everton. Leads their 6 points out of the relegation zone. So the way West Ham's going, who knows? They might not be safe either.
Yep.
So we have now finished pretty close to an hour. Uh,
We have two
but we,
predictions.
but yes, I was going to say we've already talked about how Ferris and I got 5 matches right. Adelia, not so much. She was a
No,
little lagging
I'm having
behind.
no luck. I'm having no luck this year.
But that could all change. This is all turn around right now
Yes.
as we pick for Matchweek 24. And it starts at the Amex, Brighton, and the aforementioned Everton Toffees.
I'm going to draw.
I'm going Everton.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Everton as well. The next one. This should be intriguing to see what you pick. It's over at Bell End Stadium, Leeds and Arsenal. Bell End Road.
Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. Arsenal. Yeah, let's go Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't with more confidence.
Surprised that took you that long,
Yeah,
Ferris.
Wolves
I
and
said Arsenal
Bournemouth.
twice.
Wolves and Bournemouth at the Molyneux.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth should take 3 points there. Chelsea host those bastard Hammers.
Should be Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's gonna win that match. Come on, ridiculous. You'll hear me cry in the United States from good old Canada if something other than 3 points happens. Liverpool, Newcastle. Who knows with this one? Each team not in the finest of forms right now.
I'm picking a
I'm
draw.
I'm going Newcastle because they need to get revenge for what happened in the beginning of the year.
I want to go draw, but I'm going to pick Liverpool. Let's see what happens with that. Villa is going to host Brentford.
Villa.
Villa.
Villa is going to win. Forest and Palace.
Forest.
Poor Palace.
Forest.
Could be interesting if go to Forest. This is going to happen. That would happen on deadline day. Like he might just stick
Yeah.
around. He might not have a return ticket. I'm going to pick Forest as well. United and Fulham.
United.
Draw.
Going United.
Ooh. Yeah, I like the draw thing, but I think United's going to win. Spurs and City.
City.
City will slaughter them.
At the North London sewage treatment facility.
City will slaughter them, but I will come on here and say one nice thing about Spurs next week if they don't.
Woo! All right.
If Spurs win.
Yes. I'll wait to see it. I'll wait to see
it.
Sunderland and Burnley in a matchup of promoted sides to round out the week. The Stadium of Light, the only team unbeaten at home. I'm going to pick Sunderland as well. So I'm just going to put my total goals in, and we are finished with our predictions.
Sunderland's at home, right? Sunderland's at home?
Yeah, Sunderland's at home. Ferris hasn't picked yet.
Sunderland.
This is ridiculous. It's a heavy thinker about the promoted squads. All right, that's it.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the show today. Thanks to From the Streets and Osmond. You guys were new in the chat. Appreciate you hanging out and chatting with us. Shug as well. Snark, where can people find you?
Coming up this week, we got Rewatchers Council episodes. We got Thursday. Ferris and I are going to be talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's live, 5 o'clock Central Time, the most important Central, Standard Time zone you can ever find. We're gonna be talking about Angel Friday, same time, 5 o'clock. As we continue on through season 5 and season 2 of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe, and coming soon in the next.
Uh, Let me answer from the streets here real quick. From the streets, yes, we do this every week where there has been Premier League matches the weekend before. So if there's an international break, we won't do a show. But 5 p.m. Pacific on this channel every Tuesday.
Every match.
But this summer we'll be doing special episodes of.
Yeah, this summer we'll be doing special episodes for the World Cup. We're gonna cover the World Cup. We have to put together a plan for that yet. So
Yeah.
As Canada shocks the world
And finally makes it out of the group.
wins one game.
how about wins a game?
I was pretty happy when they finally scored a goal.
Yeah, against Belgium, I think.
I can't remember.
I know it was Alfonso Davies.
Or sorry, post whistle should be coming up here fairly soon as we're approaching the Olympics. Ryan Christensen and I will be talking on this very good Friends Better Rival channel about the state of NHL hockey and Olympic predictions. So there you go.
Yeah, thanks from the streets. I really appreciate that. We'll look forward to seeing you back. Please remember to subscribe to those of you who are watching if you haven't subscribed already, because we have a lot of really great content on the channel. Ferris,
Yeah.
what about you?
Guys, you can find me every Fridays on this channel on the eponymous show, Good Friends, Better Rivals. Me and Caleb, we talk the American version of football, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants. We got a big episode coming up. Our coaching staffs are being filled out left and right. So probably by the end of the week, we'll have the full staffs. So we'll see. But after anything else, and then I'm with Rob on our sister channel, Thursdays and Fridays, 3 o'clock Pacific. But tonight on our sister channel, 6:30, me and Adelia are doing a full-length watch-along of season 1 of Wonder Man on Disney+.
And because Ferris forgot it, you can find us here tomorrow at noon Pacific on the Rally, recapping the quarterfinals of the Australian Open down in Melbourne. You listed off everything else, Ferris. So
Yeah, no, because I listed off everything else, but I wanted Jude also to promote something, so I didn't do that one. I didn't forget it.
Okay. You'll also find me on Thursday over on the post credits channel doing our Ant-Man and the Wasp review on our MCU edition of the Rewatchers Council. Ferris will be back on Sunday doing a Night of the Seven Kingdoms episode 3 review.
Yes.
And you can find links to both channels by going to goodfriendsbetterrivals.com or thepostcredits.com. It's a very simple, easy way to get there. Please subscribe and like the video, share the video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you back here next week. Bye.
Our The Pit and Starfield Academy reviews are coming out this week as well.
Yeah.
Too much.
We'll see you next week. Bye.